Hi, Miss Mayo here. I just wanted to take a moment to show you a little bit about how you can use Google Slides to create images. So, for your project, you are going to be creating some sort of image. You can do a picture collage, you can do a graph, a chart, but something that allows you to give your audience information in a manner that incorporates images and makes it easier to understand and is visually appealing. So, just a quick tutorial on how to use Google Slides to accomplish this. Just start out by opening up a blank slide. Oftentimes, we think of Google Slides as like slide shows presentations for multiple slides, but using just one slide actually can be very versatile. Now, I actually think that Google Slides is easier than Google Draw when it comes to you know the versatility of making images. And you might want to use Google Draw if you find that that works better for you, but this is one option. Now, to begin with, please, whatever you do in your life, avoid these themes. They're just kind of cheesy. Just go with a um, simple light, simple dark, or you can also just choose a different color. But I highly suggest you go with just a blank, just a plain color background. So if we're using this dark, kind of dark navy background, it's kind of more gray, but whatever. Anyhow, so some options when creating your images on the slide. You can add shapes, and with the shapes, you can actually add, a rectangle of any size. You just kind of drag and, decide what size you want. You can drag it around. You can change the inside. You can make it transparent. Um, you can change the border. You can change the thickness of the border. So you have lots of options. Another thing I want to show you real quickly is how to insert images. It's pretty easy. Insert image, and then you can either upload it from your computer, search the web, use your drive. One thing I wanted to show you real quick that's kind of cool is how to remove a background from an image. This remove BG, it's really a great tool to be familiar with, because oftentimes when you want to add an image, being able to add just the image without the background can make it look really sharp. So I just simply come over here to upload image. I had earlier chose Maya Angelou, and so I already have that done. But you would just have choose an image from that you've already saved to your computer, and then it removes the background for you. Now, this can be a little bit tricky if the image is really super complex, but if it's something just like, a simple figure in an image with a background that you want to, get rid of, then you can just simply um, upload it here, and then you download the removed background, and then it's saved to your computer. You just simply insert image, upload from your computer, and then and I've got one with remove background. That's what I want. And now I have a picture of Maya Angelou. And sometimes just having that background removed makes the image a lot better. Another thing I want to show you, when you have an image like a picture and you want to add text to it. Say if I wanted to move her there and then I wanted to add text, it can be really helpful to insert a text box so you can put it right where you want. Now, if you want the box to be visible, you'll choose a border. If you want the box, want the want it to be, where you just have the text, but you don't want a visible border, you just choose transparent. But that will keep your text within that border. You can change the font around, and then you just put your text there, and then it allows you to more easily position your text when you use that text box option. Another thing I wanted to show you real quickly, I think that this is super useful because sometimes for whatever reason your text might not show up super well, and it's really tempting to go ahead and add a highlight behind it, and that can look super duper cheesy. I don't think that that really is useful. So one thing that I find very useful is either putting it like in a box where, say if I just colored my box a different color, and then I have my text that's more visible because I've changed the background. Well, on this, it's not a great choice of background, but you see what I mean. So you can change like the box that it's in, and I find that that looks better than having that highlight behind it. The other thing that you can do that I find really useful is to drop a shadow behind it. Now, if it's a light text, you want a dark shadow, so black. The transparency I usually turn way down so that it actually pops. Um, and then having that shadow behind it um, allows you to like have the text more visible in a way that's more subtle. Anyhow, this is one option that you can use, but when you're ready to link it into your website or to share it in some way, you don't want to use these sharing options. That's fine if you're like sharing a slideshow that you want to share in kind of this way where people can see the entirety of it with everything around. But for our purposes, for this image, you're going to want to go ahead and publish it so that it shows up neater without all that stuff around it. So I hit publish to the web. You don't have to worry about the auto advance because it's just going to be one slide. And when I click on publish, I get this link. I copy this link, and then you just paste it into your website or wherever you want to share it. And then the person is going to see your your image like in the full screen. So that is rather useful. Anyhow, feel free to let me know how I can assist you with this, but I wanted to just take a moment to go over some of those basics. You have many options when it comes to creating your image for your website, but Google Slides is simple, it's easy, it's super versatile, and you are welcome to use that and let me know how I can assist. Happy imaging.